What's good? We back. We back. It's the Boxing Clinic and more. Y'all know what it is, man. One time for one time. We back grinding. And going live with this boxing is as usual. Shout out to the homie Bernard Reed already in the chat. Shout out to him. Everybody else that fall up in here, let me know when y'all fall up in here. I'm gonna talk about some interesting shit. We're gonna make it gonna keep it keep about an hour. About an hour. Then gonna come back later tonight or sometime this afternoon, depending on where you at, and go hard again for the live stream. So, you know it is what it is, man. We here, and make sure y'all check out the new college sports page, Media Cali Enigma, and College Sports TV got the link in the description as well. So make sure you go ahead and check that out. And also make sure you go ahead and check out social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All that's in the description. So you read the titles we're going to talk about today, and we do a small Q&A at the end. Oscar De La Hoya out here speaking on Floyd out the blue again, man. Like I said, man, people, take Oscar's side because they close with Oscar like Shane. And at the end of the day, Oscar got a problem with Mayweather. He want to be that man, whatever it may be. What up, cool man? Sid, man? What's going on, bro? He won't be that man, but also Fury and Wilder, they have had talks about that fight as well. Then you got Andrade and Saunders, the mandatory, whatever. So we get into all that stuff in right now. Give me 1 minute. Gotta finish some things up for a minute, man. So give me 1 second, man. YouTube always playing. I gotta fix the title, so we're gonna start. Right. Here we go. Yep. All right, so we get to the article. I'm going to the article. The article about Oscars on BoxingScene.com. He goes on and says that the title is De La Hoya in their prime, Pacquiao easily beats Mayweather. Okay, one thing about that, all right, before I get into the article, wasn't he the same guy on the CBS special talking about Mayweather and Pacquiao, the same guy that was dick sucking? Well, no, that might not be a good motherfucking term to use with Oscar talking about dick sucking. Only the same man I was riding Floyd Mayweather coattail saying, "Oh, it wasn't Floyd fight didn't get made," and he was in love with Floyd. He got infatuation with Floyd, man. He got infatuation with him, man. He wanted his daddy to train him. He wanted to fight like Floyd, and he wanted to be Floyd. But he goes on and says Pacquiao would have beat him easily, De La Hoya told the Philippine Daily Inquirer after a press conference Thursday for Pacquiao and Luca Matisse fight in their prime. Absolutely. The retired De La Hoya, whose company promotes Matisse, lost a split decision to Mayweather in 2007. Golden Boy retired after Pacquiao surprisingly dominated him in their December 2008 bout. De La Hoya declined to continue after an 8-1 sided rounds against the Philippines Pacquiao. Then he goes on. I'm trying to see if he said anything else. And then he gonna say this: De La Hoya hopes Mayweather and Pacquiao don't decide to fight again because Manny's not the same. There's a reason why Floyd waited so long. There's a reason why Floyd waited so long to fight me. There's a reason. I see there. See, that's the bullshit right there, man. Waited so long to fight me. Oscar De La Hoya, man. Oscar De La Hoya. Floyd was calling you out since you was a lightweight. Since he was a lightweight. Floyd was calling you out a long time, bro. A long time Floyd was calling Oscar De La Hoya out. See, Oscar De La Hoya go over to the Philippines and run game like that on them and try to stroke Pacquiao ego in his own country. But we all know the truth. Floyd was calling out Shane Mosley. Shane moved up before Oscar. 2 weight classes. You know what I'm saying? You heard Floyd Sr. say that in 24/7 Mayweather Mosley. He said, Shane, you supposed to been got your ass whooped. And he was calling out, and Floyd Mayweather the one that made the fight happen with Oscar De La Hoya. He the one that moved up the 2 weight, or he moved up 35 to 40, 40 to 47, 47 to 54 to fight Oscar De La Hoya. Ain't nobody talking about he waited too long. Oscar was around here dancing around, on the low key, sniffing the devil's dandruff and shit like that. And then for the Pacquiao situation, we we already knew what was gonna happen. If that fight happened 2009 or 2039, and he speak on saying he waited for Pacquiao to get old, ain't Floyd older than Manny Pacquiao? Ain't Floyd older than Manny Pacquiao? People always talking about, well, Floyd waited till this guy get. I mean, shit. Ain't Floyd older than Pacquiao? If I ain't mistaken, I believe Floyd Mayweather is older than Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, and people say if they fought right now, Pacquiao's not the same. Floyd Mayweather not the same. Floyd old as hell too. People act like Floyd was forever in his prime and still in his prime. That's how you know you fucking great. But you ask somebody, when was Floyd Mayweather at their absolute best? What up, Carl Burrell in the building? Went off yesterday on the Smoke City Mobcast. That shit was epic. You know? That's what I'm trying to figure out, man. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, when was Floyd in his prime? Shit, Marquez older than Floyd. And it was rumors going around that they offered Marquez a fifth fight with Pacquiao again. And Marquez turned it down of recent. You know what I'm saying? Shit, Marquez about 5 years older than Pacquiao. Floyd about 2 or 3 years older than Pacquiao. So Pacquiao younger than Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Then he also say he went to see anytime Golden Boy get in trouble, dog, and ain't nobody give a fuck about this Matisse Pacquiao fight for real. I want to see it, but a lot of people don't give a fuck about the fight. Let's keep it real. A lot of people, and ain't nobody talking about no Triple G and no goddamn Canelo Alvarez fight neither. Who you see talking about that shit that matter? You know, all them hating ass fools like Casual Boxing Talk, like Sean Butt Newton. You know what I'm saying? All them lame motherfuckers, all them talking about, they following our coattails. They following my channel, the LDBC, Black Fight Fan, 7A Sports. They following our coattails. Whatever we talk about, they want to be a part of it. They did that little press tour, that little whack ass press conference where they were scared to be in the same room with each other. Who you see talk about that weak ass Pacquiao? I mean that weak ass Canelo and a Triple G2 little thing they had. Who you see to really talk about Triple G getting handed the super belt like that? Besides me. I touched on that because I already knew what they trying to do. Ain't nobody talking about no damn Triple G and no goddamn motherfucking ain't nobody talking about no damn Triple G and Canelo. And then they already know. They already know it's some bullshit. You know, ain't no traction for that fight. I don't think that fight gonna be bigger than the first fight. Nah. Everybody talking about Wilder, Joshua, Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence, Keith Thurman still, Danny and Sean. You know what? You know, the Charlos, I'm gonna do a video on them coming up. You know, everybody talking about even Adrian Broner. Ain't nobody talking about no Triple G and no damn Canelo Alvarez rematch. Even I seen more posts about Derbychenko and Jacobs than that fight. Ain't nobody talking about that rematch. And every time, you know, somebody ain't relevant or Oscar ain't relevant, he get to saying Mayweather name. What's going on, Trico St. Louis? He get to saying Mayweather name. What? At the end of the day, dog, Oscar De La Hoya, you the one that waited so long to take Floyd challenge. Floyd that been, see, I'm old enough to remember Floyd was calling that motherfucker out since he was at a lightweight. He about to fight Shane Mosley. Shane Mosley jumped up 2 weight classes, juiced up, and fought Oscar De La Hoya. Let's call it what it was. He juiced up. And they fought. Oscar got fucking beat up by a fucking lightweight. Well, he had a little assistance probably. You know. And he the one that didn't want to fight. He went to go get Floyd Mayweather daddy, knowing he was going to gear up for a Floyd fight. And thought Floyd Sr. was going to be in his corner to fight his son. Negro, please. Negro, please. Nigga want to be Oscar Mayweather. That's what he want to be. Oscar Mayweather. Motherfucker always stay on somebody's motherfucking team. Somebody coattail. Because ain't nobody talking about that weak-ass motherfucking fight over there in Malaysia. And ain't nobody talking about that weak-ass fucking fight over there in September. You might give a fuck. I thought Gary Spike O'Sullivan and Lemieux would be a good coach for you. Motherfuckers like, man, fuck that shit. Motherfuckers like, fuck that shit. Pacquiao the one that they want to take the blood test, man. I don't want to be the dead horse. I don't want to bring a dead horse back alive and then beat his ass back there. But Pacquiao the one they want the blood test. If you watch that fight between Pacquiao and Mayweather, that shit had nothing to do with speed or fucking ability or agility. That had to do with game planning and fucking skills. Pacquiao needed to set to punch. Mayweather didn't let Pacquiao set. And people forget Mayweather older than Manny Pacquiao. You know? Yeah, I agree. That fight, Triple G, can probably be a good fight. I don't give a fuck about it though. It ain't the fact that the fight in general is everything that go on outside that little hoe ass fight. To be honest, they tried too hard, man. The first fight, it left a bad taste in people's mouth, but it would have segued itself into a straight fight. You know, they beat that horse dead as hell. They beat that horse dead as hell. You know, what's going on, Blackheart Boxing? They fucked the wave of that next fight up, man. They really did fuck that wave up of that fight. It wasn't a Canelo drug use or nothing like that. It was Triple G taking a bullshit ass fight. It was them talking about the shit on social media. Triple G needed a translator, say I still fight him while he got drugs in his ass. You know, motherfuckers on ESPN like, what is he talking about? You know, they did that shit. They killed that fight, man. But that Pacquiao shit, man, like Mayweather, he had to go to the Philippines and all to the Philippines to say shit like that because he know the American media would have said, man, Oscar, get your whole ass on. I said, if I was younger, it didn't matter, Oscar. Everybody know Oscar at the first 4, 5, 6 rounds, Oscar got tired. That's a fact. That's a fact. We knew Oscar was a front runner. You know, big front runner. Big front runner. But at the end of the day, man, like I said, man, when shit get bad, when shit got bad for Top Rank, when Manny Pacquiao fucking pay-per-view numbers start going to falling epic proportions, you know, they start seeing Floyd. They were saying Floyd name, and people really finally caught on and say, you know what, man, fuck that Floyd fight, man. They bullshit. It was an Algeria. Was it what pay-per-view was it? It was one of the pay-per-views. One of them motherfuckers hit the shitter on his ass. You know, it hit the shitter on their ass. And they said after this shit, it might as well make the fight. It was Bob Arum that didn't want the fight. You know, and if Pacquiao was on some juice, I believe that he was allegedly on some shit. You know? Oh, yeah, I did a video on that already, Carl Burrell. I ain't gonna beat a dead horse dead, man. I just did a video on that. You know, but like I said, man, you know, Oscar De La Hoya is just always jealous, dog. Let it go, man. These motherfuckers old as hell, man. And he's still taking shots at Mayweather. And the thing about it is, you helped fucking Mayweather become Mayweather. You helped Mayweather cross over. You did. You helped Mayweather get that crossover crowd. That was the death blow. The Arturo Gotti fight, that was the beginning of Money Mayweather. He was still a pretty boy in most people's eyes. When he got to talking that cash shit, and people he started going at Arturo Gotti because he caught a case. And Arturo Gotti didn't want to move the fight back, and he had to plead no contest or guilty to the case. And because of Arturo Gotti, he beat the fuck out of Arturo Gotti. Ian told him he was gonna whip his ass. You know, Ian told him he was gonna beat his ass. That was the beginning of the end of Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather, being a nice, wholesome kid or a man or whatever at the time. And then, you know what I'm saying? You know, then Oscar let him in the door. It was a wrap. Well, Oscar thought he was going to continuously work with Golden Boy Promotions. He thought him, Al Heyman, Richard Schaefer was going to be a power team. But he even snatched Richard Schaefer. He even snatched Richard Schaefer from motherfucking Oscar De La Hoya. You know, Richard Schaefer was Floyd is so distasteful in this fight. And then once they got to rolling, man, they all turned on De La Hoya ass because he was out there doing some retarded shit, man. You know, out there doing shit and fucking up the company name like that, man. Richard Schaefer got the hell everybody. Only person that stayed there was his friend and his butt buddy, Bernard Buck Dancing Hopkins. You know, and Bernard Hopkins out here telling people he a great businessman and shit like that. Where, Bernard? Where the fuck is Bernard Hopkins a great businessman at? Seriously, where the fuck is Bernard Hopkins a great fucking businessman at? Where? He still working with fucking Golden Boy, man. He said he'll Dillian White then better than people. Dillian White garbage, dog. Dillian White garbage. He ain't lasting no 5 rounds with nobody. You know, only reason he lasted 5 rounds with AJ the first fight AJ was still young and green. That Dillian White I thought had a chance to go be a world champion. But ever since Dillian White fucked that arm up, dog, he ain't been the same. His body, he ain't been, I don't know what happened. He just got fat and sloppy. No, ever since Dillian White fucked that shoulder up, dog, his motherfucker lost to Derek Chisora, dog. Come on, man. Dillian White ain't shit, man. He lost. Then Lucas Brown, and he didn't even stop. Who was it, Christian Hammer or Robin Hellacious, whatever that dude's name? He didn't even stop that guy, man. Why would they fucking knock that motherfucker out in 4 rounds or less, man? I tell you that shit right now. You know, Dillian White ain't no good, and Joseph Parker ain't no good. I told you that. I told you Joseph Parker wasn't shit from day one. Motherfucker said, you a hater, and they got in that fight, talked all that shit and did all that Hawaiian hula shit, and went in there and ran all night and was scared of Joshua, or the ref fucked him up. What excuse you want to use, man? You know, Dillian White ain't shit, man. Say that shit right now. Now he had at one point he had an opportunity to be a really, really good fighter. He did when he was fighting AJ. But when he fucked his shoulder up, I think it fucked him up, dog. Seriously. You know, I like the fight what he brought in the AJ fight, but after that shoulder injury, homeboy wasn't the same, dog. Homeboy wasn't the same. But I'm not even gonna let them consume this right here, man. I'm not gonna let them consume this live stream talking about that heavyweight bullshit right now. Them motherfuckers going back and forth, man. Let them, man. Give me 1 second. Don't jump to that next shit, man. I'm gonna jump to this next shit, man. Fury and Wilder in talks. It's not about if it's gonna happen, it's when it's gonna happen. And like I said, I reported today, Tyson Fury is fighting somebody Vladimir Klitschko already beat a long time ago, and the guy beat Johan De Happis a couple while ago, and you know he from Italy, Forseca Pinata, whatever his name is, but like I said, it's when it's gonna happen. When will Tyson Fury be ready? You know, that could be Wilder's ultimate ace card, man. What's up, K Black Boxer in the building? K Black in the building. That could be Wilder. That's Wilder's trump card. You know, Wilder, if you want to wait for Tyson Fury, I mean, he can. People say, he's making $1-2 million fight. Obviously, he happy what he making. I don't want to count nobody's pockets. No, he happy what he making, man. So at the end of the day, if he happy making $1-2 million, who gives a fuck? What he eat don't make you shit. People say, well, you making this and that. Don't count nobody's pocket. You don't know what these motherfuckers bringing home. You don't know what investments they got. You know what I'm saying? All I know is AJ, quote unquote, motherfuckers going around here saying he make 20-30 million. No, he don't. He made $20 million one fight, and that was with Joseph Parker. Vladimir Klitschko fight didn't bring him $20 million. That's the actual fact. But with Fury and Wilder, yeah, that's what Wilder went away for. That'll be his big payday. But his fate for that fight, the fate of him making big money with Fury is in Fury hands. You know, Fury, like, he lost some more weight, so will Fury get back to being what he was? And also, will Fury be a clean athlete? Because Wilder does extensive testing and pays for it out of his pocket. Do you think pursues Fury fight this year? No. It's when it's going to happen. The fight will be pursued probably in the next year at the earliest of 2020. 2020 is lining up to be the biggest hypothetical year of all time. It's lining up to be the biggest hypothetical fight of all time. 2020, I mean. That's going to be the biggest year in boxing. I never heard in any sport to say, oh, shit, in 2020, the motherfucking Michigan Wolverines or Oakland Raiders or the fucking Boston Celtics, oh, they're going to be crazy in 2020. Oh, Serena Williams going to be in her 2020. She going to have all these damn super slams, you know, all these goddamn wins and major titles, and you ain't never hear no shit like that. In no other sport you hear that shit. You will never hear that shit in no other sport. 2 years ahead of time, man, we already looking forward to 2020. We looking forward to 2020 like a motherfucker. Crawford, Spence, Wilder, Joshua. I mean, you know, we looking forward to 2020, man. So many fucking fights, motherfuckers. Talking, oh, 2020. Shit, fucking Miller. You know what I'm saying? We fucking waiting on fights for forever. Forever. 2020 is gonna be the greatest fucking physical fucking year in the history of fucking boxing, dog. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers are planning planning tune-ups from now into 2019 to 2020. 2020 better be all free fucking or premium TV boxing. I ain't paying pay-per-view for none of that shit. I had to wait 2 years to get some of the best fights of this era. And no telling what, these motherfuckers be all worn down. All these motherfuckers be smoking and drinking at the bar and shit. You know, motherfuckers be drunk and shit. These motherfuckers, Keith Thurman went over to the fucking Nepal drunk to meet his wife. You know, it's the whole story of Premier Boxing Champion. I don't make this shit up, dog. I did a whole fucking video on it like a couple years ago. And she ain't like him because he was drunk at the bar and shit, all right? Came back the next day all clean and shit. He said he just had a long flight. All these motherfuckers be getting drunk and doing shit. You know, motherfuckers point to Adrian Bronner. Oh, look at Adrian Bronner with the 2 gold bottles, 2 rose bottles, or Don P. All them motherfuckers be doing that shit, though. All these niggas be getting drunk and shit. Look at Maurice Hooker. DUI. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, man, boxing is a tough sport. Anytime you deal with something with combat, you need something to let that stress out. May it be some little weed. You know, some motherfuckers like the Dallas Cowboys back in the 90s, they like the devil's dandruff. You know, they need something to calm their nerves. If you ain't never really played it, a sport that's physical, I ain't talking about no fucking basketball neither. You know, or no snookers. No darks like blood to say. I'm talking about some real hard-ass shit, man. Some real banging, you know, mixed martial arts, boxing, football, some real crazy-ass shit. You know, you need, once you feel that fucking soreness and that pain, for real, when you get older, you need a release. Massage ain't good enough. You know, pussy ain't always good enough to let the stress out. You know, you can't fuck if you all fucked up and broke up and fingers all broke. Make sure y'all smash that like button when you step up in here. But back on top, you talking about Fury and Tyson, Tyson Fury and Wilder. That's a ways away. That's 2020. You know, 2019 at the best. If somebody said they ain't gonna let Fury ain't gonna let Joshua ride before then. Probably not. Joshua might lose by then, man. You know what I'm saying? Joshua is declining, man. Like I said, I don't know what it is, man. If he on the Juice Crew, or if Klitschko just hit him hard, because you know Klitschko wanted to. No, I think pussy ain't good enough if your body broke up. Trust me. If your legs all fucked up and your fingers all broke, trust me, you ain't fucking no pussy. She might ride your face. You know what I'm saying? You know, you might let her ride your face, my nigga, but nah. You want to be, when you in the pussy, you want to be feeling good. You know what I'm saying? You want to at least be able to move your hips, you know what I'm saying? So if you all broke up, man, trust me, it ain't shit like fucking playing a whole fucking season, though. I ain't talking no high school shit. I'm talking about some college shit. You know? But like I said, with Fury, like I said, Joshua can lose, man. Any of these niggas can lose, man. Let me say that. Any of these heavyweights can lose, man. I don't trust none of them. The heavyweight division is the biggest one punching out division there is. Any of these dudes can lose. Wilder could have easily lost to Luis Ortiz, man. Easily. Like I said, Vladimir Klitschko is one of the biggest punchers in heavyweight history. No, I ain't no virgin. Most definitely got a whole fucking family, my nigga. I done fucked more pussy than you even dreamed of. Them bitches you dreaming of, threesomes and shit you dreaming of. I done did that. You know what I'm saying? Might have been a couple threesomes with an ugly hoe and hoe, but I done did that. All that shit y'all dreaming about on Pornhub, niggas done did that. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of motherfuckers, y'all ain't did shit, man. Y'all niggas still in high school, fucking with high school hoes. Man, I don't even look below 25 with these hoes no more. But yeah, man. But yeah, any of the motherfuckers can lose. Tyson Fury, man, he lost some more weight though, man. But like I said, man, he got a long way to go after shooting that shit in his ass, man. And then, you know, all that shit they pulled, they got a long way to go, man. But Fury ain't weak though. Fury game is predicated on feints and movement and distance. But you know, Steve Cunningham put him on his ass. Steve Cunningham put him on his ass. You know, he laid homeboy out. You know, and I didn't think Fury was gonna get up watching it, but he got up. You know, he got up off the canvas, and he started playing jail fighting. He started playing jail fighting with him. He started landing on Cunningham. Shit, Wilder just clipped Fury with a right hand and stuff with. You know, but I give Fury his credit. He got up, but at the end of the day, Fury. I say Fury at what he was at. If he can get back to that, Fury got a better chance to beat Wilder than Anthony Joshua do. Because his movement, and he a feint, he'd take away a lot of different things from Wilder. He'd make Wilder really think. But the bad thing about it for Fury is he had a speed disadvantage. He had an explosive disadvantage. He had a power disadvantage. You know, but he probably the only heavyweight, him and Luis Ortiz, that can diffuse what Wilder bringing to the table. But Wilder's so unpredictable, dog. I said this before. Wilder reminds me of a motherfucker when you play Street Fighter or some shit like that, and you just mash the buttons and you do a fucking you do a special move. That's Wilder. What's up, Harry Ferguson? What's going on? Philly in the building. But Wilder remind me of that. Just be mashing buttons and you just do a special move and shit. You do the Luke Kane bicycle kick or the Bison boomerang kick. I mean, or the a guy boomerang kick. That's what it remind me of. You know, you just smashing a lot of buttons and you just do a move. Wilder just don't fucking understand. He really don't know how to harness his ability. Sometimes, like when he knocked out Spilka, he just did it. He don't know how the fuck he be knocking him up doing certain boxing moves. Some moves you look at Wilder, you just gotta be like the NBA, like they say. Sometimes LeBron James make a move, you just got a shot, you just gotta be like, all right, nigga, I play good D. Same thing with Wilder. Sometimes Wilder just do moves, you be like, you gotta give him credit, but they too far in between, man. It's too far in between, but it's like when the time is right, he make those moves happen, man. But like I said, that Fury fight is quite some time out, man. It's just ways out. Fury gonna fight again in August. He might fight again in December. You know, he gonna get back active. And then you'll see a step up in competition. He probably gonna go ahead and fight Briggs and Tarver. And Tarver stop popping dirty. And then probably by next fall, he'll probably be ready. But, you know, he probably elect to go for Joshua if Joshua's still undefeated. That Frank Warren and that motherfucking Eddie Hearn shit don't mean shit. I seen what Frank Warren said. He won't hesitate to make Tyson Fury versus Tony Bellew. You know, Tyson Fury right now whoop Tony Bellew ass, man. Tyson Fury beat the shit out of Tony Bellew. He said, Boxes Me said, AJ can fight on the inside like clinching and whatnot. Some work on Wilder, but Wilder's still going to knock both AJ and Fury out. Yeah, AJ don't know how to fight. AJ not going to fight like that. Klitschko, I don't know, man. Klitschko, man, that's hard to kind of assess that fight, man. Because Klitschko, man, his legs look good in that fight, man. He just couldn't pull the trigger, man. For them 3 or 4 rounds, Joshua wasn't really punching shit after the knockdown. I mean, Klitschko looked like he had trained hard. His legs looked lively for a minute. He just didn't pull the trigger. He legitimately, he didn't pull the trigger. You know, he was in position to hurt Joshua. I mean, Joshua didn't have shit coming back to him, man. He just, I mean, it get like that. Remember Shane? Shane, one day he beating up Antonio Margarito. I said Margarita. I must want one. And then next day he stopped fucking punching. He just couldn't put the trigger on Floyd. You see that shit happen sometimes, man. Some guys just age before your eyes. You know, you be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Shane just looked invincible. And for Fury, man, that abuse you put in your body. Make sure I hit that like button when y'all up in here, man. Let's get them likes up. But like I said, man, Fury got the best style to beat Wilder. You know, out the two. You know, because of the feints. But he chinny. You know, he chinny, man. He just get away with a lot because he's so tall. When I seen Cunningham put his ass down and stretch him, I'm like, Wilder knock him out, but you got to hit him first. But Wilder is one of the few guys that can match height with him. See, what Fury would do with Joshua, he would just feint him. He'll box Joshua. You know, he'll really box Joshua into a decision or knocking him out, but it'd be more likely a decision. Joshua hasn't improved. He's stagnated. He's plateaued. He hasn't added no head movement. You know, he is what he is. You know, he just a guy that want to throw combinations, but he don't want to take none and get none. You know what I'm saying? He want to fight you in the pocket or in close range and throw combinations. He don't have no outside game. He don't really have no offense like that no more. He was building on it. Uppercut. I mean, what happened to the uppercut he knocked Klitschko out with? But you got to get on the inside to throw the uppercut. With Takam, it just seemed like he just was lifeless. With Joseph Parker, it just seemed like, you know, they couldn't engage because of the refs, so it was hard to assess. You know, they need to build on what he do well. And what Joshua does well is he's technical. He's more I mean, he got fundamentals. High guard, so you need to give him some head movement, which is hard to give somebody this late in boxing, no matter how late or early they started. it's hard to give somebody some defense at this point in boxing because once you get feet to the fire, you're just gonna always resort back to what you know. You know. So it's hard, man. Right now they know. I mean, there's no way out, man. There's no way out. What's going on, Trey X in the building? There's no way out. You know, I'm trying to tell you. I've told people that from the beginning, man. They said, well, Ortiz did this to Wilder. Joshua can't even do a fucking lick of what Ortiz did. Ortiz is a skilled fucking fighter, man. A lot of that shit that Ortiz was doing by being in the pocket and still being in position to land punches, and that take years of skill to do that. That's years of skill that took to build that up with Ortiz. That shit you can't learn. That shit that you just go through life and you get experience. That just even when he got knocked out, he still was poised, and you can't teach that poise. Joshua get hit, that motherfucker start wobbling all over the ring, and you know his legs go up into his head. I mean, like I said, man, if I'm Joshua, you know, I don't know what to do. I know he gonna be Povetkin. They too confident, man. I don't like that shit. He gonna be Povetkin, man. I tell you that right now. He gonna fuck Povetkin up. He should be Povetkin. If Povetkin beat him, man, I don't know, man. That's gonna be the worst, man. He ain't gonna when he do get knocked out, he ain't gonna never be the same. Joshua's done. Once he get knocked out, it's cash out time. Ain't no coming back. Ain't no getting the Dragon Balls and reviving that ass. He done. And I said the same thing about Wilder. I think if he get knocked out, any of these heavyweights, man. Only person I see probably having the balls to come back after being knocked out of the top guys, call me crazy. I think Jarrell Miller. I think Jarrell Miller is the most equipped heavyweight to get knocked out and come back and make somewhat of a run because he was a kickboxer. So he fuck what he say. If you kickbox long enough, he'd have been fucking knocked out or hurt for real in the gym or in the ring. So that's the one I think is most equipped and young enough to come back from getting knocked out. Joshua, no. Joshua ain't got no good chin, dog. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Joshua ain't got no good chin. You can say that all you want. Hell no. All the fucking stories of this motherfucker on the canvas to teenagers to bum-ass motherfuckers like David Price, you know, all these fucking canvas stories that he been on the canvas, I don't know. Even on the Vladimir Klitschko fight, that shit was iffy, man. He got up, but Klitschko didn't follow up because he was old or whatever it may be. Takam, I mean, with the Joseph Parker fight, kind of touched him and buzzed him up a little bit. He didn't like that neither. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm telling you, that right hand of Wilder land on that motherfucker, it's over with. You know, his best bet, if I'm him, and I really wanted to come to America, I'll fight Jarrell Miller first. I'll fight him first. I'll promote the fuck out of that bitch. You know, because you know he can't punch. You know, I'll fight him, and then I'll go from there. But a Dillian White rematch in Wembley, maybe they will buy that shit up. But Fury and Wilder, that's a long way from happening. So we're going to switch gears, talking about Andrade and Billy Joe Saunders. He said he got up and stopped dude. He didn't directly get up and stop that motherfucker, man. He got up, didn't punch for 3 or 4 rounds, and then he got his legs back, and then he stopped my man's on his feet. You know, he stopped him, but he didn't punch for 3 or 4 rounds. So you put Wilder in that situation where he clipped Joshua, which if he punched Joshua, that motherfucker ain't getting up. But if he clipped Joshua and Joshua get up and don't punch for 3 rounds, you think Wilder gonna let that motherfucker off the hook? You think any young heavyweight right now, if they hit Joshua on the jaw and he fall, he visibly hurt and tired for 3 rounds, you know, you think any of these young motherfuckers gonna let him out that ring alive? No, he getting ate alive. He getting ate alive in there, dog. He just so happened to be in there with a guy that didn't want to pull the trigger. They couldn't pull the trigger no more. He was fortunate for that. But obviously, shout out to Lawrence RB in the super chat. I wish Fury had a much better showing. That said, the shit talking will be on 10. Where do you stand on Andrade and Saunders? I'm about to get into Andrade and Saunders right now. But we already know Doodle Boo Boo said he ain't taking the fight. Make sure you hit that smash that like button, man, while we in here. Come on, smash the like button. But he said, what you know, Andrade said on the Corner Man Radio, man. I'll put the link in the description, man. About the 12-minute mark, man. I'm gonna give you the mark. I'm gonna tell you about the 12-minute mark. The The 12-minute mark. Sorry, somebody messaged me. 12-minute mark. I'm gonna show you what this dude said. I'm gonna show you. And it's Cornerman Radio shit. Here we go. I'm gonna put the link into the description right now. Y'all copy this link, save it somewhere. Copy this link, save it somewhere. This is Demetrius Andrade interview he did with the Cornerman Radio. He said that he need 2 or 3 fights to be ready to tune up for Billy Joe Saunders or any top light heavyweight. I mean middleweight. What the fuck am I talking about? And 7-8 said this morning that he got more kids than Adrian Broner. He said Boo Boo got more kids than Adrian Broner. He said he compared Boo Boo to a local rapper that got the potential to go national and go viral, that just so content with being local. He said he just loved being just above the line. He just loved to be a neighborhood superstar. He loved to pop the little freaks off real quick. So it is when he said he think Billy Joe Saunders gonna move. Well, they said that him and Frank Warren just said him and James DeGale priced themselves out. So if you move up, it won't be for him. It'll move up, it won't be for him. So Ishmael, Saunder said Saunders was too big for him right now. He said he needs some more time to grow into the weight class. He said that IFL TV, Boo Boo interview. Mark Blake said Andrade just had 2 tune-ups. How many tune-ups does he need? I don't know, man. His whole career been a tune-up, man. I remember he was tuning up as a contender on Friday Night Fights, man. He milked Friday Night Fights. That motherfucker gotta have the most appearances on Friday Night Fights. Just the old Friday Night Fights. He gotta have the most appearances and as a champion. Whoever became a champion as a prize fighter, elite level prize fighter, or at least a world champion prize fighter, he gotta have the most appearances on Friday Night Fights of any prize fighter. Seriously, dog. He gotta have the most fucking tune. He had the most Friday Night Fight. I remember we watched him fight on Friday Night Fights a long ass time ago. He was on that motherfucker for a minute, dog. He was on there for a minute. I remember we would come back from hooping at UOD in Detroit, and he would be fighting on Friday Night Fights like every other 4 or 5 months, man. You would come back. This motherfucker be on Friday Night Fights fighting for a long time. Long time he fought on Friday Night Fights, man. So he tuned up on Friday Night Fight. He took his time, man. And he made bad business decisions, man. Bad business decisions. And Andre Ward made some bad business decisions, but he was a bad motherfucker. Andrade, even when Ward came back, man, motherfucker signed to fight Kovalev. Say, yeah, give me about 2 fights to tune up. Part of Andrade ain't trying to fight nobody, dog. He had a 3-fight deal with HBO and fought fucking Alantez Fox and then pulled out a Yamaguchi Falcoa fight. Dude is a joke, man. Dude is a fucking joke. If he fought Billy Joe Saunders, man, I would probably pick fucking Andrade to beat Billy Joe Saunders, man. If it was just about skill, I would pick him. But Billy Joe Saunders been again talking to him like he did with Willie Monroe. His son been to kick Boo Boo in the nuts. Boo Boo probably been to caught a case over there. But Boo Boo ain't mentally weak like Willie Monroe was. But I would pick Boo Boo to go fuck him up, dog. If Boo Boo mind was right, dog, and I can get a good minded Demetrius Andrade, a confident Demetrius Andrade, the one that was talking all that shit at first, just like Keith Thurman. That whole class, I like they say on Black Fight Fan and 7A Sports live stream. I was listening. Like I said, just because you don't see me comment on videos don't mean I ain't listening. Got a lot going on. What's going on, Saul in the house? But just thinking about it, dog. Sean Porter was around the Olympic class. Keith Thurman was around that class. I think Timothy Bradley was around that same kind of amateur class. Charles Hadley was around that class. Sean Porter, I said him. All them, man. All them is some hoes. Legitimately, all them is some fucking hoes. How in one class of pimpism? Pimps ain't got that many hoes in one fucking pimp hoe class. You know what I'm saying? One district of hoes. They ain't even got that many hoes. They got like 2 or 3 hoes per district, whatever you want to call it, on the block, whatever. You got Hartley, who a hoe ass motherfucker who got dropped by Leonardo Tyner. Shout out to the Punisher, Detroit in the building. Then you got motherfucking Boo Boo. What the fuck? Sean Porter ducking Earl. Okay. Then Keith Thurman with the arm injury. Just that whole Tim Bradley never want to fight a PBC fighter. He said it. I don't want to fight a PBC fighter. And he come back and say, I'll fight any PBC fighter. And he retired. He ducked Amir Khan. Am I lying? He ducked Amir Khan. Let's keep it real. Amir Khan called him like a bitch to his face, and he ain't say shit to Amir Khan. You know? You know what I'm saying? You ain't lying, dog. Brandon Rios did more than fucking Andrade, bro. And that's a fucking Mike Alvarado might have done more than fucking Andrade too, man. And that's a shame. All that talent that Demetrius Andrade got. He's just mentally weak. You should want to go over there and beat up a brick. If anything else, man, you should have confidence going to the UK to whoop on a brick. Especially a UK fighter that's predicated on being slick and fast and clever. Motherfucker, you black. That's what you are. You slick, fast, and clever. You know what I'm saying? And you athletic, and you can do all the other shit. You a good boxer, you can punch. You know, lack of confidence, man. He need to have them same confidence when he approached all 25 of his baby mamas, man. Come with that confidence. You know? Yeah, man, that motherfucker supposed to be pound for pound #1, man, Demetrius Andrade. And people say, why you guys so angry at Demetrius Andrade? Because motherfuckers believed in him, dog. We believed in Demetrius Andrade, man. You couldn't tell me he wouldn't whoop both Charlo's brothers. I just thought he was gonna whoop me. I mean, anybody fight Jamel, man, I was betting all type of money. 100,000 to 1,000. Got a couple dollars on my EBT card. What's going on, Famous in the building? Famous Athletics 888. Make sure y'all need them logos and that intro music. He got the hottest intro in the game, man. I don't care what you say. He got the hottest intro in the game. The nose ring, you ain't lying. I thought that motherfucker was from Rocket Power or some shit, man. You know? Yeah, man. Like, dog, man, that was my motherfucking nigga, man. Hey, Famous, man, send me your what's your email, bro? You can hop on if you want to, man. I got a couple more minutes. About 30 more minutes, 40 more minutes. If you want to hop on, man. Matter of fact, no, you ain't gotta send it, bro. I could find it if you want to hop on, man. But yeah, man, we believe in Boo Boo Andrade, man. For real, man. That's why the brother's so hard on him, man. He supposed to be pound for pound #1, man. Think about it, and I say that all the time, and people say you crazy. Yeah, I seem crazy right now, you know, because of his situation. But look where Boo Boo came from before we get back to talk about Billy Joe Saunders. You know, look where Boo Boo came from. Boo Boo had an opportunity to fight Lara a long time ago. Okay, he had an opportunity to fight Canelo a long time ago. Because if you were to beat Lara or if you'd be Lara or the Charlo or Austin Trout, you know, one of them two, he could have been in position to fight Canelo. He would have whooped Canelo. I don't care what y'all say. He'd have whooped Canelo Alvarez. He'd have whooped everybody at 54. Jamal at this time, he was a beast, you know, and he could have moved up to 160 and did his thing. He had the perfect platform to do so, but he don't want it, dog. He don't want it. I remember he was training in Atlanta at one time, and he went back home. He was training with I think he trained with Andre Rozier for a certain amount of time, you know, and he just, you know, he didn't want it. You know, and it's sad though, man. It's sad. Because he a super talented fighter though, but back to the Billy Joe Saunders situation. I think he could beat Billy Joe Saunders even without a tune-up, man. He just fought Alantez Fox, and then last year he fought Alantez in October. In March he fought Jack Colclough. In the Jack Colclough fight, he looked a little bit suspect in that fight. You know. Yeah, Justin Cuttle. Once Andrade Rock Nation deal fell out, he was never the same. Yeah, man, I was hearing him talk about that shit. You know. And you know, he talked about how they promised him all this money and all of this and that, you know, and they can't be mad at him, man. Gonna make he dropped out of Jamel fight, and then you know, then they didn't have a deal on the table, and then after all of that, you know, he wanted to go back 4 years later. He's talking about, well, it was 4 years later that they wanted to still fight. They wouldn't fight me 4 years later. You know, what does it matter? You know, I know that I pulled out the deal, but no, motherfuckers, it costs money to write these contracts up and this paperwork, man. That shit costs money. That shit costs money like a motherfucker. That shit costs money for people to write contracts up, and notarize that shit, whatever they got to do. It just costs fucking money, man. You know, it just costs money, man. And but if he can fight, you know, what's going on, Famous? What's going on, bro?
What's good, bro? You can hear this fan in the background. I gotta get some air. I hope it's not messing up.
Are you good, bro?
All right, cool.
Ghetto Fabulous, man.
Yeah.
ESPN. Go ahead and rip on Andrade, man. Tell them where they can find you at first, bro.
Google Famous Athletics, FA_MUS Athletics. Follow me everywhere, every social site. Shout out to the Boxing Clinic and more. Smash you on the head daily with this video. As far as Demetrius Andrade, can't call him by his nickname because he's not a female, so I won't call him by that, but I call him Demetrius Andrade. It's me again, the one ducking again, the one that always have a fight lined up and don't get it done again. I'm a free agent, so let's see what I do. Charlo's there one-on-one. Laura, he backed out. Canelo, he been running from me. The same story over and over and over. It's me again, doing nothing. Not getting in no fights that we want to see you. And Danny Jacobs possibly took maybe a fight that couldn't really happen because I don't believe Billy Joe Saunders want to fight Demetrius Andrade anyway, regardless if the WBO ordered that fight or not. Because these are two smokescreen fighters. You know what I'm saying? Two smokescreen fighters. Billy Joe Saunders, every time somebody else got a fight, he ain't calling no names. But as soon as they got a fight, he calling everybody out like, yeah, I want to fight this guy, I want to fight that guy. And Andrade, talent. Yes, talent. I understand talent. But at the end of the day, talent don't beat hard work. Hard work means staying active. You know, the less you fight, the more injuries you get, the less fresher you are. You know what I'm saying? Some people say, yeah, I'm fresh because I haven't fight, but you got to remember muscle memory. Sparring and all that is totally different. You know what I'm saying? That's a big difference between getting in the ring and saying, dang, oh, okay, it's top guys here. I want to fight when everybody else's name is thrown in the mix so I can look like I'm in the mix. When nobody else is in the mix, you're not even pushing for a fight. You know what I'm saying? You're not pushing for no fight. You're pushing for a fight where everybody's name is in the mix. Instead of making your mark and getting out there and scrapping like you're supposed to as the guy that everybody want to see you. You know what I'm saying? It's been, I don't know how long, but he's been with whoever he's been with, and the excuses got to stop. We'll see what we got. 10 days to the purse bid, $200,000, whatever, minimum guaranteed. Then it go to a purse bid after 10 days. So I can see this negotiation stretching out like every other promotion that has to deal with Andrade. Every time his name is in a promotion, it just gets stretched out. You know what I'm saying? You might as well just call this shit an elastic band because you stretching. Next thing you know, he gonna have to come on Cornerman Radio or somebody with another story. So it's me again. I pulled out. You know what I'm saying? The money was enough. You know what I'm saying? My promoters, they didn't promote me right, and that's the same saga with Demetrius Andrade. Same saga over and over. Talent, yes. Skills, yes. Could he beat almost everybody in his weight class? Absolutely. But is he consistent enough for you to say that? Nope. Boxing is what have you done for me lately, not what you've done in the past. It's not what you've done in the past, it's what you've done for me lately. So the Olympic gold medal and two-time champion, if I'm not mistaken, that doesn't count in this present time. So but y'all looking back in the past, let's look forward towards the future and see what he does. So let's see if we can get a fight between him and Billy Joe Saunders. Now, where will it take place? Saunders is definitely going to have most of the juice in this motherfucking negotiation of powers if the fight even comes. But I won't even get hyped for this fight because this fight is not going to happen. Mark my words.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I already know. He said on the Cornerman Radio, man. He said he wasn't gonna take the shit, man. I know he ain't gonna take the shit, man, because he don't have a promoter right now. So who gonna be the bid is gonna go to Billy Joe Saunders or somebody that want to promote him. 2 or 3 fights. That's a fight that he should take, man. I would love for him to take this fight because I believe that Billy Joe could win. I believe that Andrade could win. And if Andrade win, watch how fucking Triple G reaction would change. Oh no, I Big Drama Show don't want WBO belt no more. I just want to see him take the fight and beat Billy Joe Saunders just to hear that fucking reaction from Triple G. That's what I fucking want from him. But hey,
it would be good just to get him back in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a heavy person of reality. You know what I'm saying? I'm not for so much the past. I'm not so much in the past. So Andrade in the mix, another guy in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Another guy, another good fighter with good skills. But until he show me some, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to keep saying, yeah, he got skills. So there's a lot of dudes who went to jail that can play ball. They got skills, but they're not in the right place. And they're not proactive with what they're doing.
Yep, and that's on him, man. You know, if he want to let his career pass him by and be one of the biggest what if, you know, ain't nobody riding with homie no more. No, nobody I know, even the last of the last boo-boo fans, man. Nobody riding with him no more. And then at the end of the day, man, like they say, he just like being a neighborhood star. He just like to be a motherfucker to say, yeah, I could be, you know, Floyd Duck me and all shit like 7-8 say. He just like being a neighborhood star. So, you know, I ain't mad at him. You know what I'm saying? I'm more disappointed at him than mad at him, but like, damn, dog. Like, he can whoop everybody, dog. That's a legit type of skill he got, man. And motherfuckers that came and gone and fought 20 fucking times since Demetrius Andrade, you know, said something. If y'all got any questions before we hop off, man, let me see some of these questions right now, man. What's going on? What we got in the building? You know, any boxing related questions, shit, any questions, I'll take it right now. What up, Rod X? In the building, D Will, what's going on? He said Doodoo don't have confidence in himself, so he already lost. Yeah, man. That's crazy, man. Oh shit, my bad, K Black, man. I gotta find your name, man. Shoot me your email, K Black, and you can hop on, bro. Shoot me your email and I'll let you rip.
K Black, shout out to K Black. Y'all go follow K Black too, man. That's a good brother. He get in when he can. Anytime he want to get on a live stream, he's liable to get on because he in and out. He always working, so y'all make sure y'all support him. And he drop videos too as well, sporadically when he can, but he be on the grind a lot of times, so make sure y'all subscribe to K Black Boxing.
So let me see if we send an email. I can track it down like I did yours. So be 1 minute. But yeah, man, any questions y'all got, man? Said Andrade better than Julian Raw. He sent it, cool. Said Andrade better than Julian Williams. Yeah, he better than Julian Williams. I thought Julian
that could be made.
Yeah, he can get back down the weight.
Yeah, shit.
We get his ass back down in weight. I mean, I think he gonna stay, but you know that'd have been a good fight. Like I say, J-Rock, he earned his way up the ladder, dog. I mean, he's fighting undefeated fighters early in his career. You know, he was the guy that earned his spot, so I don't have an issue with him. You know, I don't have an issue with him.
He ain't ducking no smoke, bro. He ain't ducking no smoke. Julian Williams don't care if he win or lose. If you want to fight him, he want to fight. I remember it was multiple times he was in Travel Face and who else? And Charlo. You know what I'm saying? He stood up.
Charlo, he was some cash shit. Charlo,
did you see the conversation with him and Trout? He was like, yo, so why you keep ducking me? And Trout was like, high risk, low reward, man. High risk, low reward. So, and Trout is the guy that gives people problems. So if he ain't want to fight Julian when it come up, you know what I'm saying? Julian got the heart, and he ain't ducking no smoke from nobody. I don't care what nobody say. Whether y'all like him or not, Julian ain't ducking no smoke.
Yo, he ain't ducking no smoke, man. And like I said, I watched him come up and fight any and everybody. He's fighting undefeated guys at 13, 12 below and shit, putting that shit on the line. So, you know, I already know what he about, man. He'll fight you. He can't punch for shit. That might be his problem. He can't punch, but he can fight, though. If his defense is better, it'll compensate for lack of punching power. But like I said, man, Boo Boo fought Vines Monterosian and got that belt, and he just thought he thought that bitch was undisputed. He thought the WBO belt was a full undisputed junior middleweight belt, dog. He thought that bitch was. He probably going through the hood with that, wearing that bitch in the hood to the titty bar at the bar. He was wearing that bitch to the trap. That motherfucker's wearing that WBO belt like it was everything. Mikey Garcia called out Loma for a fight at the end of the year. Thought, not gonna fucking happen. Not gonna happen. Bob Arum gonna lowball Mikey. Lomachenko said, well, they said Momo coming back in November, December versus either the Pedraza Beltron winner or what's going on, K Black in the building? What's going on?
What's good, man? The Boston Clinic was good, man. It was good, famous athletics, man. It was good with
Hey,
y'all
Black,
brothers.
what's good, bro?
It's good. Happy to have you on,
And
man.
I'm
What you think about
good,
this
man.
boo boo situation,
Yes,
man?
sir. Yeah, man. I just did a vid about that, man. Maybe about an hour ago, if it been that long, man. And I'm basically saying the same sentiments, man. Andrade, phenomenal talent. All right, brother. Phenomenal talent, man. Who, bar none can compete with any of those guys at 154. No, he at 160 now, even at 160. The thing is, though, he just so inactive, man. It's always some type of promotional problem with this guy. You know, I know he's a free agent now. I know I seen an article on boxing scene that says that he potentially might sign with Matchroom or even Top Rank or whatever the case may be. But that's neither here nor there. My thing is the brother haven't fought since October. Many people don't know about him anyway. Last year I think he fought twice, and that was the most active he's been in I don't know how long. You know, so I just think even if they do sit down for negotiations, even with Billy Joe Saunders, I know he's injury prone. He's always a lot of times he pull out a fight because of injuries and shit like that too. So I just think I don't know if they even if they do sit down and make and truly negotiate. I don't even know if they're going to make it to the process without Billy Joe Saunders end up getting injured or Andrade finding some reason to not sit down and negotiate, finding some type of flaw in the paper and not sign it, and so he won't fight. That's how I see it, man.
And also, Andrade don't have a promoter right now, so how do that work? You know?
Yeah, it's true. That's why I said they say it's a potentially he might Top Rank or Eddie with match
You go
on
to Eddie
boxing or
Hearn.
whatever, man. But
If you go with
like I
Eddie Hearn,
said,
if you go with Eddie Hearn, you know Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn don't work together.
exactly. So guess what? That means they're not gonna fight anyway. So I mean, at this time, man, with how boxing works now,
It ain't gonna happen,
he
bro.
don't even need no promoter. He don't need no promoter. He really don't even need a damn promoter at this time. I mean, many boxers are look at Earl Spence. Many of these guys are freelancers anyway. They, you know, so that man been around the
But do Al
boxing.
Heyman want to fuck with him after the situation where he pulled out that Rock Nation bullshit? You got to ask yourself that. He had to probably sit down face to face. He probably had to sit down face to face with Al Heyman and tell that motherfucker, like, you know, I'm sorry, and kiss his rings and some Godfather shit like that, man. Because people don't understand. Real shit, dog. People don't understand, dog. That shit costs money for lawyers and to write them contracts up. And it's not even probably about the money. It's the time that you wasted, you know, write these contracts up. You wasted time. Men like Al Heyman, motherfucker ain't got time for the bullshit, dog.
Absolutely not, man. He's about business first. He's about business, man. So Andrade, I mean, he's in a rock and a hard place, man. He gonna have to take that fight, man. If you don't, then shit, is you like you brothers were saying, he's just gonna be one of those guys gonna be walking down the hood in Maryland or what. I think is he from Maryland? Or is he from Providence, Rhode Island? He's from Rhode Island. He be walking down Rhode Island, and people, oh man, what's up, Boo Boo man? Yeah, you remember Boo Boo man? He gonna be at all the fucking neighborhood gyms and shit. Man, Boo Boo, yeah, man, he was nice, man. And what I really fear for him though, he's finally gonna take a fight, and he's gonna end up getting whooped by a fucking bum, man. He's gonna be so inactive. I'm being honest. He's gonna be so inactive. He's gonna finally say fuck it. I'm going to just get some money for just 100 grand, 50K, whatever he's gonna get. And he's gonna end up getting his ass exposed and get his ass knocked out, man. So get your ass in there, man. While you got all your prime years ahead of you, brother. You got all this talent. Instead of just trolling the trollos and trolling the other fighters, fight these guys, man. While you got all this talent, I don't know what the hell is wrong with you, dude. Evidently, you and promotional companies do not get along. So fuck the promotional company. Do what you got to do. Negotiate and see what you can get the best deal with Billy Joe Saunders, man. And bring the WBO strap back to the United States, man, and fight the rest of these guys.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to add this on. Boxing, your years don't last long. You know what I'm saying? Once you hit the 30 threshold, your body, fuck boxing. This is a life period. Once you hit 30, you know what I'm saying? Once you hit 30 alone, your body starts to change. After 25, your body starts to change. You don't realize it. I'm 28 now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm starting to feel a change in my body. And I work out, and I don't box. But I know with that gruesome training that they do, you know, that shit is 10 times more on your body. So I understand. I feel changes. Like, you think you hitting your knee on the table or hitting your shit on the table ain't gonna hurt. Nigga, that shit hurt 10 times more than you be like, yo, this shit never hurt when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? So even little things like that hurt. You know what I'm saying? So he got to get it together, man. He 30. Them years is taking time. One thing, you can get money back. You ain't never get time back. You never get a second back in your life.
Never about that, brother. You absolutely correct about that, man. Because I've been in the gym myself. I've been in the gym myself, like for like boxing and stuff, you know, heavy back speed, all that type of stuff. And you know what I mean? Like you said, when you're on the other side of 30, you know what I mean? I was able to go. I didn't have to fucking work out. I could just go in there. You know what I mean? Just you know what I mean? Go and just wheel on a damn bag without breaking a sweat. Man, shit, I tried to do that shit. Haven't worked out in a while. I tried to go in the damn punch that damn punching bag, man. Around late, I was like, man, I was done.
Yeah.
that's what happens. Like you said, when you're on the opposite side of 30, man, it ain't no joke. So you gotta definitely, it's now or never for the brother, man. You know what I mean? The other fight is getting better. And like I said, man, I could just see it right now. You finally fight somebody, man, some no name Sam Sausage Head motherfucker, and they hit him on top of the damn head, and equilibrium get thrown off, and he won't be able to recover, man. And it'd be damn, man. Like this, the dude with 37 losses that beat Boo Boo. You know what I mean? Who want to go through that, man?
Yes, and that's true. So you said that it's the dude with such and such laws that be Boo Boo, but it's true, and it's also good. That's why these live streams is good, and it's people who knowledgeable. That's why I fuck with people who knowledgeable about the sport and not just throwing anything out there, because we gotta educate the people who don't understand the stuff that we talking about and don't even think about. Age plays a factor. How long your layoff plays a factor, and this is stuff people don't know. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole bunch of new boxing fans every day, just on Wilder and Joshua, and don't know shit about boxing. So when you bring them down to bring them into your world and let them know to whoever platform, whether it's K Black Boxing Clinic, my platform, whoever's platform, make sure you give them details on what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because like I was saying on my live stream the other day, it may be up now, but in a few years, a lot of these websites that people don't want to read and all that stuff, we've taken over. People with personalities taking over. You know what I'm saying? This is people therapy. Every day they get to listen to Boxing Clinic upload a video, him do a live stream, him talk to him, K Black upload every day, whether he's on a Smoke City or he does his own or whoever else. So we got to pay attention, man. We are the future, the uploaders. And the ones who keep it real will stay around. The other ones will fail because we set the trend. They go against whatever we say, so that means we're the leaders. We lead the pack at the end of the day. So I just want to thank everybody who does a great job as far as breaking down your videos and insight and give people the knowledge that they don't have, so they'll understand where we coming from, whether you agree or disagree. Be respectful about it and give us respect, because I'm telling you, these websites ain't gonna be up because people don't want to read anymore. They want to listen. This is nobody wants to be on their way to work, reading a passage or article because they're crashing something, but they can put that aux in or Bluetooth in and listen to you rock out their whole way. You know what I'm saying? They might be in traffic.
And you're not lying about that shit too. You look at the fucking libraries and the bookstores, Borders, all the motherfuckers showing everybody got audio books, Amazon audio books or whatever. You ride in your car and you get information.
We the future, bro.
The world is evolving.
Yes, we the future.
And what's so fucked up? What's so funny about it? What's so funny about it? Amazon got a YouTube platform that's going in rotation in a minute.
Look at that, because nobody wants to write and read no more. It's sad, but
absolutely not, man. It is sad, but it is true. And to be honest, even myself, like I don't even listen to, you know what I mean. I look at boxing a little bit, but for real, dog, I get my information from you, brothers, man. Brothers in the LDBC, man. You know what I mean? Famous athletics, Boxing Clinic, 7 Day Sports TV. You know what I mean? Or one of the other brothers, and it's in the LDBC or whatever, man. It's not because I don't want to read. It's thing is, I get better content. Listen to you guys, man. Y'all gonna go in depth. Y'all gonna come from y'all point of view. Y'all gonna hold no biases, man. So that's why I love. That's why I love this shit, man. You know what I mean? For real.
Well, that's how I stay ahead of the game on these niggas, though, man. I know where to research and find this shit at and how to break it down, though. But hey,
people say shit right wrong too. The only way you really going out to read something is if you say, "Let me search boxing scene," or somebody sending you an article to your DM or something like that, or text. But you ain't going out to say, "Let me go read some boxing articles."
Ain't nobody going out to read shit nowadays, unless you just you researching some other shit you want to research or you in school. But ain't nobody going out there to read shit. They got shit where you just download the book on fucking Amazon and read the whole book while you sleep. You just memorize the book or sitting there. Man, that shit old school now. That's why you see a guy like Kevin Iole fucking hopping on YouTube now. And
I was about to touch bases on that. He definitely is. Go ahead, though, bro.
He just stepped on that bitch like 2 months ago. You know, you gonna have to see eventually Stevie Kim eventually Stevie Kim gonna have to get his ass, and Doug Fisher. See, they don't want to do that. They want to hide behind the article because, see, an average fan don't know what the fuck they look like. You know what I'm saying? Right. The average fan don't. So when they at the Barclays Centers or they out and about and they say this little borderline racist shit and bias shit, and they got to go through the front door. Besides the back door, when people see them in the street, then people know who you is. It's a totally different ball game.
And also, I want to touch bases on this too. And for the kids that's listening to this live stream, we're not saying do not read. Reading is fundamental. Pick up a goddamn book and read. We're just stating facts though. But go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I was reading an article on motherfucking about the UK and shit. How they replaced all they school clocks with digital clocks because the kids didn't know how to read the regular clock with the hands.
Look at that, man. Come on.
They dumbing it down. This is the microwave area, man.
This is the truth. That's why this is the reason why they upgraded the YouTube watch hours, the time, and the minutes, because you put out a video, they want another one. 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 No, but we want instant gratification, but the gratification only lasts about 5 minutes. Then we on to the next video. What's new? What other content I can come up with? You know what I'm saying? If you have the time. But 9 times out of 10, I try to go for quantity over quality. I like to pump out videos if I can, but I try to go for quantity over quality. But shit, if you pumping out videos and it's good and I can rock to it, you pumping out knowledge, I'll rock with it. So like K Black did say, we ain't saying don't read. We just saying the way that the world is being pushed. It's a digital era. Everything is digital.
Like that microwave. The microwave is the single-handedly most killer. There's cancer right there in the fucking box. I took my shit out. I took my shit out of my house. Oh, no, why you taking out my daughter? No, that shit gone, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like that. Gotta put that shit in the oven, man. Gotta put it in the oven, bro. Gotta put that shit in the oven, bro. Gotta put it. It tastes way better in the oven. It tastes way better in the oven.
All the microwave do is age that bitch down, man. The oven heat it up, or you can just get a toaster oven. I got a toaster oven.
Yeah. Yes, bro. Yes. You ain't never lied.
You gotta think about something, bro. You gotta think about it, man. It's something. Like, let's say it take an hour in the oven to get done, but you put it in the microwave, it only take 2 minutes. You already know something's wrong with that shit, man.
Come on now. Yeah, that's too fast. Like, how you go from an hour to 2 minutes? Come on, bro.
Something wrong with that.
Yeah, tell them where they can find y'all at, fellas, man. I'm going to hop back on a little bit later, and I'll send an invite or I'll reach out to y'all, man. Tell them where they can find you at K Black Boxing.
Yeah, yes, sir, man. Y'all can catch me right here on YouTube, man. K Black Boxing, NBA Poetry Comedy, ENT, man. Subscribe.
We got to connect on the NBA video, man.
Oh, absolutely, man. You know what I mean? I do a lot of different things in my video. Yeah, thanks, bro.
All right, for sure. Yeah, Famous, tell them where they can find you at, man.
Yeah, you just Famous Athletics, FAMous Athletics. Find me on Google. Just Google my name. I'll pop up a lot of places, a lot of websites as far as music, whatever the case may be. I'm all around. Y'all holler at me. Subscribe to the Boxing Clinic and K Black.
Hey, that was your song that Black Fight Fan was using, where I'm a ghost.
Yeah,
that shit was dope, dog. That shit, you got my favorite intro. That shit was hot, dog.
Yeah,
that shit was hot, dog.
I'm gonna send that to you, bro. I'm gonna send it to you.
Go ahead, man. And also, don't forget we got the new college sports football and basketball page popping off, the link in the description as well. And for sure, man. Shout out to everybody that came on. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Definitely appreciate it. Y'all know what it is. One time for the one time. We gone.